Going on, my friends? Today I want to talk to you guys about phones. More specifically, the accounts and passwords that you use. Now, bear with me, I don't script any of these things, so it's off the cuff. Um, I had a customer message me earlier, had a broken phone, old one, that she's had laying around, um, asking me if I can get the pictures off the internal memory. Well, the screen's broken, like so bad that the LCD doesn't even power up. So I'm not even sure if the phone actually works. But using that as a jump off point, I wanted to make this video real quick before I take off. Passwords are really, really, really important on your phone. It started out back in the day, your phone was just your phone. You just use it to call everybody. But nowadays, I use this for everything when I'm out and about. I used to take my laptop with me everywhere. Now I just take my phone because it can do everything. And I store a lot of things on my phone. Now, a lot of phones normally default all their storage right to the internal. So if you open this up, if you don't have a Samsung or an iPhone, I have a 32 gig SD card here. So this allows me to store all of my stuff externally. So if my phone does for some reason break and I have to change formats or change to a new device, I can just pull that puppy out and most of my data is all backed up on it. On top of that, I also use a service from Google called Google Photos. Google Photos is awesome. It's 110% free, unless you want to upgrade. Of course, the guy's going to start mowing his lawn right when I record. Unless you upgrade and you want to upload all of your photos in their original quality. The free quality allows you to store all of your photos at 1080p. And that's more than enough to blow up to like an 8x10 and not lose much quality at all. So if you just want to store stuff, store your memories, and share them online, that is going to be the awesome option to use because it's 100% free and it's pretty damn decent quality. 1080p is like 10% of whatever your camera is really capable of, maybe 20%. So, I mean, yeah, you're going to lose quality, but really your 13 megapixels is huge, like billboard quality. So on to my point of this whole video is, yes, if the phone powers on, I can plug it in, and it's going to show up right there in my computer. Now, if the screen doesn't work and I can't unlock the device, look what happens. I can't access the information. So even without a password or a PIN on my phone, as you can see, here, I'll show you here. There's no PIN input. All I got to do is just swipe, and I'm in to my phone right there. There's Facebook. So, I mean, now if I plug it in, first things first, I'm going to try to open this up right now, and I still can't access it. Why? Because there's this lovely prompt sitting here on my screen asking me if I want to allow this USB connection. This is a security feature. This goes above and beyond where the PIN goes and where the password goes. This happens every time I plug the phone in. So now, if I go to my computer and go to Slevins G4, now I have full access to my internal and my SD card. So that goes default. I mean, there's no way around that. I'm sure there's a way to set up the phone or some app that'll let you bypass that, but you have to access the phone first in order to install that app and set that up. So default, my security settings on my phone are pretty lax. Default, that's just how it works. So if you smash your phone or if you forget your password, God, don't forget your password. Everything you do in your Google or your iCloud is stored there and meant to be protected. So if you forget your password, you're kind of SOL. Unless you can reset it through Google or anything like that. But still, the PIN on your phone is very, very important. And you can remote unlock your phones once you reset your password, I believe, through Google and through Apple. So there's still a hope that you can get back in. But no, you cannot brute force a PIN. You cannot brute force a password. You cannot remove a password like you can on a Windows PC. Windows 8.1 or earlier, Windows 10 local passwords and stuff like that. It's a whole different story. But you can't just remove a password like you can on a PC. So if you have your password on your phone, PIN, whatever, and you forget it, I can't access it. That's why the FBI was trying to force Apple into unlocking those shooters phones in California, and thankfully they didn't, because once you place that backdoor in your software, it can be used and exploited however. And, you know, later on down the road, the customer had asked or said, basically, I hope that someday they can, and I hope that someday they can never. I hope your phone does stay as secure as they are today. And I'm sure some of you security freaks are like, well, they're still listening to you anyway. I'm sure you guys haven't installed Facebook Messenger either. That's cool. That's your own prerogative. That's your own thing. But your data is secure on your phone, and that's why it's so important to remember your passwords. And also just take care of your device. Don't break your screens. Don't drop it. Accidents happen. I totally get it. Get a case. But I've had this phone for about a year and a half. My last 3 phones I've sold in almost like new condition because I really, really do baby my devices. I don't toss them around. I try to keep them away from water. Just protect it so that way your memories and your files and all the other fun stuff is protected as well. So, looks like it's been going on a couple of minutes here. I'm going to get out of your hair, but that's just my little insight, little thing to show you. Remember your passwords. That's the biggest thing. Always use backup options. There's tons of free ones out there, and if you're not frugal, spend the money and purchase a good backup solution. Pay for the extra storage through Google Drive or through iCloud. Make sure your stuff is automatically set to back up. Google Photos will back up anytime you plug your phone into a charger. So they're assuming you're going to be connected to Wi-Fi, and you can set these options in the application itself, so you don't have to burn through your data. Mine, I have unlimited data, so as soon as it has enough speed to upload, it backs up whatever I take, so I never, ever have to worry about losing an image. Pretty much ever, you know? So do it. Set it up. It's free. It takes an extra minute and a half to set up on your phone. Most Android phones, and you can still use Google Photos on iPhone as well. Most Android phones have it pre-installed. Just open it up, walk through the setup, and bam. And then go to photos.google.com and see the magic happen as they all get uploaded. You can even get the app for your PC, and it'll back up all your photos there. There's no excuse not to have your stuff backed up, guys. And to the person that inspired this isn't just about you, so don't take it personally. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 all that fun crap. Later.